Are you recording all right? They had planned everything. They had all the arrangements made, and the sari was missing. All right. So they came and told me that the sari is missing. So now what to do? You can't have puja without the sari, according to them. So I said, all right, let's wait. If it arrives in time, we'll have it. Otherwise, we can have it later. But I was least disturbed. Least upset. Because I do not have a mental conception of it. But if you have a mental conception, oh, we have programmed everything, arranged everything, we have done this, and now it's fizzling out. Doesn't matter. Nothing is fizzling out. But that is what we cannot do. Because you asked me today what is Mahamaya, this is what it is. You must learn to accept whatever comes your way. That's one of it. And here where we feel frustrated, angry, upset, and spoil our joy. One of the things. Because we make a mental projection. Mentally we calculate something. This has to be. And it's really in a way a subtle ego failure. Because I thought that's what is destined, all right, we'll have it tomorrow. What does it matter? In any case, I told Mr. Srivastava that I'll be back only about 2 o'clock. He said, why not in the morning? I don't think it will be feasible. So, this is how you become a Vyagara. Vyagara means person who is one. The one who is not one. So we worry because of 2 things. Firstly, we worry that what will happen in the future. Future doesn't exist. If you have made up your mind that this should happen in the future, then you get upset. That's one thing. But you have not really mental picture. You will see what comes on the scene. You will watch whatever appears. Then you are not worried because you are anxious to see what's going to happen. That's one way that you feel hurt. That you're worried. Secondly, you worry when you have built up a picture of that. Oh, we are going to have a puja now. And we are not having. So you are upset. What difference does it make? And then you cannot enjoy my talk today and the puja tomorrow. Because today you think it was going to be puja, we are all dressed up well, very nice. We spend so much time to get ready for the puja, right? And then tomorrow, what does it matter? We really decorated ourselves well. We were all ready for the puja. We were sitting here for the puja. And now what happened? I didn't wear my sari for puja at all. I knew what was coming. It's all right to see you like this, because normally in the puja I never see you dressed like this. I've seen you myself. Now I can see you nicely dressed. I feel very happy about it. And these mental things are responsible for frustrating us. Like as I was telling you about money saving happens. In India people come, they keep so much money for buying things. Sometimes they come loaded just like what you call traders. The customs are so kind. I mean, surgeons have a free pass, whether in India or in England or anywhere. And then they have a mental picture, we'll buy this. Right? And so much respect. And if they have to spend some money for something else, they get upset because they have decided to spend so much. So then they will go to spend some money. That's also, you see how Mahamaya works. It has happened with all of them. So they go and buy something. I'll tell you, Ravi bought one, an image. I remember he paid about, I think, 500 rupees. You know, how much have you paid? About 4,000 or something. How many pounds you paid for that? Huh? 40 pounds. He paid 40 pounds for that thing. I would not even pay 5 pounds for that. And I said, what's this? How did you buy? Oh, it's a very nice thing, Mother. I really got it in Agra. I said, it is from Nepal. If you buy it in Agra, it will be very expensive. And it's such a waste. But the worst was the vibrations were very bad. They thought they had bought something great. And the vibrations were very bad. And I noticed it, so he said, all right, Mother, I'll keep it in your house and you improve the vibrations. I tried, it would not work out. I said, Praveen, what to do now? You sink it in the Thames. I don't know what to do. And then luckily it happened. CP said that I have to take some present of Buddha, Japan. I said, it's Japanese. Visitors are good for nothing. No good is going to trouble them. So he said, can I buy something? I said, Buddha seems not easy to get here. But I have an Avalokiteshwara, would you like to take that? He said, what is the price? I said, 40 pounds. He said, all right, I'll do it. And he bought it for 40 pounds. I said, all right, give it to the Japanese fellow. He was a very nasty person. I said, good for him. And I found it out. That's all. See, because I knew that it will have some purpose somewhere. So this is how our mental images are so rigid that there is no flexibility in our understanding. And if you start making it flexible, then, and this is very early stages when Gavin had gone to India, very early. Now he is different. So if you become flexible, then what happens? You see the joy of it. You see how things get adjusted. But if it is rigid, then you get caught up into your own rigidity. And you can never enjoy it. Because there's no movement for the Mahamaya power. And that's how you feel frustrated. You see, it is all your own creation. Mental projection is your creation. And also the destruction is your creation. Nobody is responsible for that. You are responsible. But who does that is Mahamaya. Sankalpa vikalpa karo. You do decide something. You say, now, today I will go to Birmingham. I have to go to Birmingham. I can't come for a meditation. I have to. After some time you will find that it's impossible to do something, but to do what is needed for certain. Because whenever you will try to do something, you will find it will frustrate you, it will upset you. If not, then it will make you realize what is important, what you are doing. Sometimes you get lost on the way. You think that, oh God, we have lost the way of what to do, now where to go. If I was you, I would say, all right, we've lost the way, but need to find something else. And there I find something else which I've been looking for days together. I just see that. So, if you trust your joy in the quality of your spirit, that you are not going to lose that quality of the spirit at any cost, then that acts as a guide. And you understand the flexibility of all these bodily transitory things. They are all changeable. Only you cannot change because you are the spirit. Today I wanted to talk about muladhara, which is very important subject. I think I have talked about it many times. But in the West, I must say, because of our wrong attitudes, and acceptance of wrong mental projections of other people who are very dominating, we have very much ruled our muladhar. Despite the fact that Kundalini has risen with whatever weaker power that muladhara had, and has sustained itself, we must know that we can always fall a trap to our different bifurcations which we have created before. It's a very serious matter that the muladhara chakra has been really shattered, and we have created pathways into which our attention can go if we are not very careful. Now supposing if somebody is a dishonest person, or a miserly person, or money-oriented, it is very close, and you can see so clearly. You see yourself and you get shocked, why did I say such a thing? Why did I do such a thing? But when it comes to the left side nonsense, sin against the mother, it's a secret action. That's only between you and yourself. Nobody knows what goes on in your mind except for you. Nobody knows what you are going to do next moment. In your privacy, when you are alone. Nobody can look into it except for your mother. I also only feel your muladharas. To be very frank with you, that's one center I find it difficult to feel myself. The reason is, I have a very strong muladhara, which is not so sensitive, I would say. It is not bothered. The attention of my muladhara doesn't go near any other muladhara. It just sits back. That's the action it plays all the time. So I also, unless and until it is very badly off and if the person is very close to me, then I feel muladhara very strongly. But still, I can. Suppose you give me something, that thing is used by you, immediately I can feel it. So the correction of muladhara entirely depends on you. And without a strong muladhara, you cannot qualify. Do what you like. Now for people who are Indians, who have respected their muladharas, there are so many methods and ways given how to raise the power of muladhara. But that won't work out with the Western people, because it's a damaged one. It's a one which is a shattered one, and which does not work on the physical side of muladhara, but on the emotional side, as we call the mana, the left side. may not talk in that way, but your mind is still in that realm. And you still think on that realm. Even mentally, you are in it. Or you are seeing things, wanting to see such things, wanting to enjoy such things. That lurking attraction is still there, your muladhara cannot stand. We have to realize that I am talking to Western people. I will not say the same to the people from India. So now we have to work out much harder to be on the watch out, to deal with yourself, as it is more a mental activity. Mental meaning, I mean the emotional side. You have to watch your mind. In English it's very funny word mind is. But mana, through which we cater to our emotional side, to our desire. Where is it there? Where is this movement of our mind? What is it doing? You have to stand against your mind. Stand against your desire. Or you can face it and see for yourself clearly. What's happening? It's for you to decide. Nobody is going to correct you on this point. I know you people have been confessing to me. I never read your letters to be very frank. Whatever letters you sent, I would not read it. Whatever confessions you have made, I've burnt all those letters. I haven't got any idea as to what you did. Nor do I want to know about it. That's not my concern. My concern is that now you do not dwell upon the same ideas on the same level. Or on any level whatsoever, you can say. It is in thoughtless awareness you can combat the thoughts that come to you from wrong type of muladhara. Maybe some of you have got boots on your muladhara. And we have some physical treatment for such boots also, which I'll tell to come in sometimes, which you can ask. But you cannot always say that it is a boot and I am alright, I am away from the boot. You are not. Whenever you say I have a boot, means you yourself, you are siding with the boot. You see a person as a sakshi. That means you see that person, but you do not get a reaction, which is killer of joy. You yourself can feel your muladhara very well. You can feel it on your fingertips also, and be alert about it. If you want to be kind to yourself, know that you have to divert your attention towards a sane married life. But also that should not be too much. Because what I have learned now, that in the West people have devised methods of transferring their attention from one person to another. Mental acrobats of different types they have devised to destroy their pure attention. Don't play on to this. there are so many other things by which we express that we are still under the trap of a bad muladhar. The way you dress up, the way you walk, the way you sit, the way you talk, the way you behave, to impress other people and to be impressed by other people in front of itself. The only impression that should really work is the height of a person that others have achieved. You can do it, it's not difficult. But the Kundalini can rise with all such sacred muladharas, I'm sure you can cure your muladhara completely. But your question is, first of all, of strengthening the muladhara, for which I think you all have to go into a kind of a tapasya. That's why I say sometimes that the Western people should take less of, especially the red meat, and beef, and horses, and dogs, and I don't know what else you eat. Take more to vegetarian. I am not saying vegetarianism, you understand? Take more to things which do not give you so much heat in the body. Even fish is very good. So take to a life which is in a way ascetic, but don't take to these horrible health foods also. I can't tolerate them, I tell you. They are not meant for human beings, for animals, I think. They churn your stomach completely, horrible. This country store thing I took once and I said, I had enough of it. Country store, the whole country went into my stomach, I think. So for you people, you have to go. Those who are suffering from muladhara must know that food does make a difference in the powers of muladhara. So if you have to get it cured, first of all, you have to soothe it down. It is overexcited. Overexcited. Any man you touch, any woman you touch, woman you look at, I just don't understand it. It's worse than monkey. Horrible. You have to soothe it down, cool it down, so that Ganesha bestows his blessing upon your muladhara. There's no grace. But it's not so outside that I can say that you must respect yourself. It cannot work out with those words, I know. You have to sit down, do meditation, and try to soothe it down. I'll discuss with Praveen and I'll tell him what things can be done about it, because I can't tell him in the open like this. But still, this is all physical. Mentally, you must be on the watch to see where does this mind go to dirty things. Why does it always go to this sensation? See the birds, see the flowers, see the nature, see the beautiful people. Just see them. Another horrible thing in the West is that the women must expose their body to get men excited. Or men do the same, I think. They always try to excite each other and women in a stupid excitement. You have to expose beautiful things like flowers, beautiful ornaments. All right? But you're not a thing. It's your private. Property. You don't put all your gold on the streets, do you? Better try that sometime. You will mind people plundering your gold. But you don't mind your chastity being plundered. Everyone looking at you with dirty eyes. You don't feel insulted because ego is the dirty stuff. It does not mind. It feels happy that people are watching you. They are plundering you. They are looting your chest. But surgeons are not like that. But still I will say you must cleanse your heart, cleanse your mind. Take yourself out of it. The minds are very funny based. And that's why the greatest complications there are in the brains of people. They're very confused. Very confused. Because there is no wisdom in this kind of life. To become just a sex-oriented personality. It is actually just the other way now. If you are money-oriented, you want to preserve money. If you are position-oriented, you want to preserve it. If you get one little antique piece, you want to preserve it. And why not this property of yours, which is the highest of all, to be preserved, to be adored, to be worshipped? I'm quite worried on that point. That secretly people are indulging into such things. And that hypocritical sometimes. They don't mind being hypocritical about it. That's her job, all right. But in this matter, they think they can go about the way they like. And sometimes some of them say that Mother has said it's all right. I never said so. There's one point I cannot compromise with this. You must have a chaste thinking towards yourself, towards your life, towards your being, towards your personality. You are saints. And if a saint doesn't have a good character, I call it the character, the essence of character, is not a saint. So this purity has to be maintained. There cannot be any compromise on that. You cannot hit at the roots of everything. If it works out in a collective way, nobody cheats oneself. Nobody deceives oneself. And puts the mind into right track of ascent, thinking about the ascent, how you are going to rise, thinking of the moments when you had the joy, thinking of the day when you met me first, thinking of all the other beautiful and holy things. Your mind can be cleansed. And whenever such a thought comes in, you have to say, not this, not this, not this. It's more mental than physical, I think. I know it's difficult, but if you can get realization, why not do so? You all have to understand that there is no compromise on this. And a day will come, if you continue with it, you will be thrown away completely, just like any other devil is thrown out. So there is no compromise. Tell yourself. Don't deceive yourself. Don't cheat yourself. You cannot ascend. If there is any lurking thing within you, you will be dragged down, because that's your weakness. You will become weaker and weaker and weaker. Only only question is, where is your attention? Divert. Divert your attention. First we need some exercise, some effort, and afterwards it will come automatically. You won't have to exert. You won't have to worry. On the contrary, it will become impossible how to be otherwise. So much conditioning is there. We have played into the hands of conditioning. We have ruined ourselves. This conditioning is the subtlest of all and the worst of all. It's impossible to combat inside you. Unless and until you individually take up the responsibility of looking after it. Muladhara is one of the most delicate and the most powerful chakra. It has so many folds and it has so many dimensions. If your Muladhara is not alright, your memory will fail. If your Muladhara is not alright, to begin with, your wisdom will fail. You will have no sense of direction. The insanity that is now crawling up in America, before they become 40 years of age, is because their Muladharas are up. Most of the diseases which are incurable come because of weak Muladharas. On the physical side. On the mental side, most of the mental problems, disorders, most, I would say 90% are due to weak Muladhara. If a person has a strong Muladhara, powerful Muladhara, it doesn't get into trouble. Because you know there's a very strong hold of that Muladhara on the back. And when your mind goes off, you blame the brain. It's not the brain. Mostly, it is the Muladhara. So for physical safety and for the emotional safety also, you have to have a same type of attitude towards Muladhara. That's why I'm very anxious that you all should get married. And after marriage, after a few days, you find that your attention starts diverting to other problems of married life. But not if you are not a surgeon. Because the sensationalization has become the main theme of the modern life. And you are tossed about on the rough sea of all these deliberate actions of the people, media, books, ideas, everything creates horrible, excitable temperament. Such a person doesn't have any patience, doesn't have any balance. Actually, he's hypocritical and has a very bad left shoe. So many complications take place. Before realization, forget the past. Whatever you have done, forget it. Just don't worry. But remember one thing, that you have damaged your Muladhara, so you have to look after it. You have to soothe it down. You have to bring it to normalcy. You have to make it a healthy, balanced center so that Sri Ganesha can rule. talking about Shri Ganesh, vibrations become too much for me. We talk of innocence, but to awaken innocence within ourselves, we must be on the full watch, on the full alertness about our mind. What is it thinking? Where is this thief going? Is he trying to do some tricks? Is he up to some tricks? All right. You have to be alert. Very alert. I've been thinking of talking about this since long. But now I have to tell you one thing. That you'll be exposed. That is another quality of my mind. She'll expose you. You'll be exposed if you try to play tricks with me. With me means with your kundalini. If you try to play tricks with your kundalini, you'll be exposed. And you'll be ashamed of yourself. So please be careful, very careful about it, that you again make your muladhara very healthy and powerful. May God bless. So our prayer should be that let our muladhara be healthy and strong. That's all. Let's pray. Certain exercises for muladhara I will explain. To Gavin, who is your leader in India. Then he will pass it on to you. It should be done verbally. It should not be written down. The leaders of the ashrams and other places should come and see him every month sometime. And this thing should be taught. Because it's a secret. Not to be discussed openly. It's a secret. It's between you and yourself. It should not be written down anywhere. It should not be mentioned. But should be worked out by all of you in such a way that you enjoy the bliss of Shri Ganesh. It's more for the ladies, I would say, than for the men. Because men suffer much more than women do. And that's why women must be very careful. Develop very good relationships with your brothers. Unless and until you really establish your high character, men cannot be. You have seen in India, women don't like if anybody tries to look at them or tries to touch them. They don't like it. Women have killed them, burned themselves up, thousands of them, because they thought some other people may come and touch their body. It's so related to your atma, to your spirit. As if it is the body. Innocence is the body of your spirit. You all can be that because you have become yoginis now. They were not yoginis, but they knew one thing, the power of their chastity. It's for more for ladies here, that they should try to generate that feeling of nobility, of chastity, of holiness around them, so that the men themselves respect them and develop that feeling within themselves. Thank you very much.